us in our community center, as well as those of you joining us from home watching our live stream. Thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Maya Atassi. I'm the Director of Operations at SCN. The theme of tonight's event is Extending Our Roots. Tonight we celebrate SCN as we enter a milestone 7th year of service, alongside the many refugees in our community who recently marked their own milestone, becoming U.S. citizens. I have been fortunate to have been a part of the SCN family since late 2015. I am proud of all that we have accomplished over the years. Since SCN's inception, we have built programming with the needs of our community members in mind. Case management supports families to continue to access needed social safety net services. Immigration helps our refugee community plant roots by becoming permanent residents and eventually U.S. citizens. And education provides holistic programming for the youngest family members, supporting children and their parents as they maneuver through Illinois' educational system. We have built programs that can meet families at a variety of stages in their resettlement journey, from helping meet their basic needs to achieving their own milestone. I'm also proud of how flexible we were during the pandemic. When we made the decision to close our offices, we were able to immediately pivot, with staff working remotely and both prioritizing and reassuring our clients that we would still be there for them in the ways they most needed. But I'm so thankful for the fact that we have grown so much in the last 2 years and that we are now back in person together to continue to serve the community. Thank you to our donors, volunteers, and advocates who have supported SCN and our mission over the years. Thank you to the staff. We strengthened the refugee and immigrant community together and could not accomplish the work without them. Tonight, we celebrate our newest citizens. Refugees resettled in the U.S. are eligible within 1 year of arrival to apply to become permanent residents, and then within 5 years to apply for U.S. citizenship. In addition to an application, individuals must also submit to an interview and examination that they must pass before they are formally granted citizenship. Helping our community members prepare to become citizens requires a joint effort between our education and immigration teams. There are many reasons why our community members are excited to become citizens. It helps them feel rooted in their new community. They finally have a home again. They can finally have a voice in how our society is shaped by now being able to vote in our elections. And finally, for many, becoming a citizen provides the opportunity to travel abroad and see family that they have been separated from for many years. We open our program tonight by hearing directly from one of our most recent citizens. Musa arrived to the U.S. in 2016 from Daraa. He is married with 4 children, ages 18, 16, 14, and 10. He enrolled as a student in SCN citizenship class in order to prepare for the naturalization interview and exam, which he recently passed. Welcome, Musa. تفضل.
السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم. كل عام وانتم بخير بشهر رمضان. وبحب أشكر جميع اللي عاملين في الجالية السورية.
I would like to thank everyone in the Syrian Community Network
على المجهود اللي بذلوه بالكلاس تبع الجنسية.
The effort that they put in putting together the citizenship class.
والحمد لله كان له فضل كبير في إني أجتاز هالمرحلة هاي تبع الاختبار الجنسية.
It was with a lot of effort, but very proud that I was able to pass this milestone.
والشكر موصول لجميع العاملين والقائمين والموظفين الجميع الجالية العمال الخفيين اللي مش موجودين على الساحة وبشكرهم وشكرا لكم.
And I want to thank everyone that works at SCN and all the staff and the community and everyone at large. Thank you. Our next invited guest is Samir. Samir arrived in the U.S. with his wife Maryam, his son Jamil, and daughters Sandy and Bisan in February 2017. They have been part of the SCN community ever since. He is a fantastic musician who has worked with Northwestern University and provides private lessons. Today he's playing the oud for us. He and his family were featured in our most recent newsletter, so we wanted to take the opportunity to speak with him tonight too. Samir?
يسعد مساكم جميع واهلا وسهلا فيكم. طبعا بنحب نقول للي اجتاز السيتيزن واخذ الجنسيه الف مبروك ان شاء الله وعلى اقبال الجميع. thank you so much for coming and congratulations for testing for citizen. We hope all the refugees Syrian and go to citizen in future, inshallah. I want to ask for my future for music. This is the music here. This is it's perfect for in my country. This is my job. I'm teacher music, but here when I came here, I don't speak English very well. I don't need anything. Need money for my family for living. I work at anything. I have job now, other music, but the music it's half my life. The music here, it's I think it's perfect for my life in my country, and all time it's the need music because this is we have more reason for live in my civil war in my country. Thank God. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Would you like to sit? نعمل مقابلة?
Sure.
Okay, تفضل. Hi Samir, كيفك?
Alhamdulillah. أهلا وسهلا.
How has your family been involved with SCN?
I think it's my family here very happy with me in Chicago.
You and your wife were recently in our citizenship class. How did it help you feel prepared for your interview? كيف حسيتوا حالكم بالإنجاز اللي عملتوه بالصف تبع الدروس الجنسية؟ كيف حسيتوا إنه خلاكم تحضروا للفحص الجنسي؟
طبعا حضور الكلاس فور سيتيزن كثير كان جيد، وطبعا هي نصيحة لكل من عنده في المستقبل يعني انه رايد يروح باتجاه السيتيزن لازم يحضر كلاس مرة ومرتين وثلاثة، لازم ما ييأس. وطبعا شيء جديد بالنسبة لنا، يعني عم نتعرف على تاريخ الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية، ف يعني كان كثير نافع وجيد.
So Samir said that he would like to tell everybody who's listening that if you have the opportunity to naturalize and take your citizenship exam, it's very important that you take classes, that you should, if you're able to, study and take a class at least once, twice, as often as the opportunity presents, and that for him, the history of the United States and America was something very new, and so it afforded him the opportunity to be able to study and learn that information. What is exciting to you about becoming a U.S. citizen? فشو الشغلات اللي أنت مبسوط عليها أكثر شيء إنك تصير إن شاء الله متجنس مواطن أمريكي؟
يعني هلا بالنسبة لتغيير الحياة بالنسبة لنا يعني كعادي، يعني بالنسبة لنا بس إذا الإنسان بيصير سيتيزن يعني مجنس بيكون أفضل بالنسبة له للحياة. سفر، نحن طبعا في عنا أقارب في تركيا، في لبنان، في أصقاع الأرض يعني طبعا السوريين. السيتيزن بيكون السفر أسرع وأهون يعني. That's it.
So yeah, the thing he's most excited about is the fact that he will have a passport that will allow him to travel throughout any country or to any country, and that he has family that live abroad in Turkey and in Syria, and that he looks forward to the opportunity to be able to see them once again. Now you're going to perform a song for us, yes?
Yes.
Okay, everyone please enjoy. Samir, if you want to take a moment to set up.
Sure. بيتي يحكيلي عن أهلي يحكيلي عن جود حكاية
Thank you so much, Samir. We appreciate it. You can take a seat and we'll invite you back at the end. Good evening, everybody. My name is Lauren West, and I am the Development Director with Syrian Community Network. I am so excited to see all of your faces here. It's so nice to be in person with so many of you. And mabruk to everybody that just became a citizen. You should give yourself an applause. I wanted to test the knowledge of everyone else tonight on some of these questions that you have to answer in a citizenship test or interview, because I myself probably would not pass it if I had to take it today. So for those of you at home, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to think about what the answer is, and then maybe some of the citizens in here will be able to answer them. Okay, so the first is, how many amendments does the Constitution have? And I'll do a little Jeopardy song. Da, 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 da. Oh, Miriam knew. How many? 27. That is the correct answer. Okay. This one is also, this is very ambiguous to me. What is the rule of law? Miriam got 100 on her post test, by the way. Which one? Yes, no one is above the law is one of the answers. I should just invite Miriam up here to do that. Some of the other answers are, everyone must follow the law, leaders must obey the law, and government must obey the law. So, important things to remember. Some other ones. I'll give everyone a second to think about this one. How long do we elect a U.S. senator for? How long? All right. You want to say it, Samir?
Senator?
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. Bravo. All right. Oh, I would not. Okay. What are 2 cabinet level positions? What is the cabinet? It is not in your pantry at home. Anybody? The vice president is one, which I don't know if I would remember that from my senior year government class. Do you know one, Renee?
Is the agriculture?
Yep.
And education one?
Yeah, Secretary of Agriculture, Secretary of Education. I think we've also got Commerce. Yeah, great job, Renee. We've got commerce, defense, energy, health and human services, homeland security, HUD. There's a lot. The Treasury. All right, we'll do one more. This one is an important one. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Miriam? Yes. Yes, citizens 18 and older can vote. The other 3 are you don't have to pay a poll tax to vote. Any citizen can vote, women and men, and a male citizen of any race can vote, and then obviously the other one supersedes that, so anyone can vote. So, congratulations if you were wondering if you would pass. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, maybe you need to brush up. Okay, I am going to now welcome Raneem to the stage. So Raneem came to the United States as a refugee in 2016. She's originally from Damascus. She still has family living there, but has family living here in the U.S. with her that she resettled with. I just learned that she has a twin brother, which is a fun fact. I don't know if she would consider that a fun fact, but I do. It's not. And she became a citizen in January of this year. And she did her application with us at SCN along with her 2 brothers. So Raneem, I'll give you the mic.
Hi, my name is Raneem Al-Hamsi. I've been here for almost 6 years. I applied for my citizenship on March 2021. I called Al, and I was here for 4 years and 9 months, and he reminded me that I have to apply for the citizenship. So I called him, we went through the process, he asked me a couple questions, and we did it, and I came here, I signed some couple paperwork, and I waited for almost 9 months, and my interview was on January 25th. It was very easy. The interviewer, she was super nice. She was asking me normal questions, and it all took 5 minutes, and she was like, you passed the test. And my ceremony was very nice. It was in Northwestern University. It was very cool. The cameraman was my customer, and he kept recording me, and Samira, I don't know where is she now. Yeah, so he was super nice, and I just took my citizenship paper, and today in the morning I applied for my passport, so it was very nice.
Did Lauren go open the door? I think. Yeah, I think our next speaker is just arriving now. So just maybe take a minute. Thank you, Musa, for joining us. Thank you. So for those here in the office, how's everyone feeling this evening? Good, yes, very good. Should we ask some more citizenship questions? Mariam, do you want to come up and ask some more questions? Since you seem to have all of them memorized. Does anyone know where Lauren went? Here, do you want to say something, Suzanne?
So I want to welcome everyone, and I want to recognize all of our sponsors who are here. Some of them who are here. So we have Oxfam America, Jackie, who's here. Give her a round of applause. Azad Management also sponsored our event. CNA Accountants, ICNA Relief, Iman Fund, Atlas Consumer Law, and Nubani Distributors. So thank you to all of our sponsors who continue to support us every year. Without them, we cannot do any of these events or hold any of our classes or anything like that. They continue to support us day in and day out. A special shout out to Oxfam, who also funded us for our education program this year with a one-time gift. So we're so appreciative of them. So as we get our second, our speaker, as they come through, I just want to take time to to thank everyone, the staff, and everyone who's here who made it out. Thank you to Kyoko also from the Sisters of Mercy who donated to us earlier this year, and to Patty who's also here, and her daughter who volunteered with us one time. So thank you for being here with us, and all of our staff and everyone who made it out. We're very, very appreciative. And we also want to give a shout out to our AV expert, Mulham, who's here also, who's been doing this work for us all, and all of the kids who are here. So our speaker is coming up. So should I just continue to do the pitch? And I really want to recognize that we would not have gotten this far these past 7 years without everyone's support and without everyone's generosity. Everyone who stood with us early in 2015, I remember when the picture of Aylan Kurdi came on, and everyone was wanting to help Syrian refugees. They wanted to adopt a family, and we created our mentorship program that Maya started to lead, where we paired families with a refugee family from Syria, and everybody was reaching out and asking how we can help, and that really launched the work that we're doing. So many of you stepped up and donated and continue to donate and give us grants and give us one-time gifts and come here and volunteer. We would not be able to have gotten this far. Some of the programs that we launched, whether it's our case management program, our after-school program, that relies really heavily on donors like you that continue to support us. I know Emily, who's here with us today. Please, Emily, come, please. I would love to have you say a few words that you started this after-school program and how much you grew it. And if you can just say a few words, like how does it feel to know that in 2018 you came to start the after-school program that was really, we didn't have a program, and how you were able to grow it so much in a short span of time, and just share some of your reflections. If you want to take up your message.
Sure. Hi everybody, I'm Emily Meyer-Kane. I'm one of the staff here at Syrian Community Network. Like Suzanne said, I run our after-school program, and you are in our after-school space right now. It typically looks a lot different. You are all sitting in the homework room. And we have right now 16 students that come each day. We provide transportation and get them to the space, and we have probably like a 2-to-1 volunteer ratio where students get to work with homework help or have supplemental academic instruction. We do social emotional activities outside, and we partner with Edgewater Presbyterian Church. They let us use their gym space and just come and go as we please, which is very nice. So over the years, we've had the program in lots of different spaces. And I have said this multiple times over the last few weeks, but this program this year is definitely the strongest that it has ever been, and that is really, really due to the amazing volunteers that we have. Our volunteers have really great relationships with our students, and because of that, I've just been able to see, I've been with my students for 4 years, and so to be able to see the growth from when Fatima was in 3rd grade to now when she's in 7th grade is really an amazing thing, and we have volunteers that have been here that long too, and so so that's a little bit about the after school program. Thanks for asking, Suzanne.
Thank you, Emily. I appreciate you stepping up so quickly on the go and sharing some of your reflections. I know that we're also very sad to see you go. If you want to make the announcement also.
Yeah. So I am actually in the process of moving over to the elementary school that our students actually attend at after school program. I'm a certified teacher and have been in this space for 4 years, and I always tell Suzanne it's totally changed the trajectory of what I want to do, and so it's really, really hard to leave, but also I saw all of our families today at Kilmer, so it's nice to be so embedded in the community and have kids know, or have teachers say, oh, you're at Syrian Community Network, and know the work that we do here, the work that Trudy does and Samira does, and they're both on the education team too, and that's really amazing. But I'm very emotional to leave. Yeah, and I can always give my ASP pitch at any moment. So,
We're so grateful for your service and for your time and effort in building the after-school program. We didn't have a program before until Emily came in and really, just from the ground up. And she put in a lot of hours and a lot of time and effort to recruit volunteers, to find space, to bring the activities, to decorate the space. It's amazing for what one person can do in their vision, what she can do. So everyone, please give her a round of applause. And it goes without saying that we're here today this is really, it's Ramadan, and it's the month of generosity, and we're asking you all to donate. If you can go on our website, www.syriancommunitynetwork.org, and to make a one-time meaningful gift, or you can make a gift that can help us continue to grow the after-school program, either a monthly gift or a one-time gift that can support the work that we do. Yeah, please donate right now. There's no better time than now. There are many blessings in Ramadan in donating at this time, and we ask you all to online just go to our website and donate generously. Lauren, do you want to continue?
Sure. Thank you, Suzanne. Honestly, I have worked in so many places with refugee communities, and I can say that Syrian Community Network is one of the most amazing staffs, programming. I think the way that Syrian Community Network supports refugee and immigrant families is such a great model because it's holistic. And so I really wanted to talk to you about the ways that your dollars support these families and what it means to them when you're giving to Syrian Community Network. So for example, in our case management program, a lot of what we do is help refugees navigate the public benefit system, which, as many of you know, can be very cumbersome. Most of the applications are in English only. Maybe they're translated into Spanish, but definitely not into Arabic. And especially now with Afghans, it's not in Dari and Pashto. So part of our role is to help these families apply for those benefits, manage those benefits, and that's putting food on the table in cases. If we're doing a SNAP application, if we're doing a Medicaid application, it's giving them access to quality health care. A lot of our families might come with existing conditions that they weren't able to take care of in the camps or in the areas where they were living in Jordan or Turkey. So it's really important that they have access to health care. For our immigration department, as you've seen tonight, it goes so far for these families that they have access to these services and to be able to feel safe and connected and rooted in the community here. As you've heard from Samir, being able to travel and see his family, it's something you don't think about when you're not from this background, but to be not only disconnected from your family, but literally not allowed to go and visit them before you have the ability to return and feel safe and feel like you will be able to come back without any issues. So that's a really big service that we provide, and it's fortunate that we've also been able to expand into asylum services with the arrival of Afghans. We've been able to start an asylum clinic. We were able to hire an attorney, and that's the first time we've been able to do more complex cases. Jackie is clapping. That's a yes, clap. That is amazing. It's a huge feat. Thank you. So we're very, very excited to be able to offer that opportunity, and not only to Afghans, we can open it to anyone. I think Al was just telling me of a Colombian asylee who is seeking an application through us as well. And then last and not least, education programming. Obviously, as Emily just said, for our youth, it is so critical to have a safe, culturally and linguistically appropriate after-school, out-of-school time program. So not only do we have our in-person after-school program, we have our summer program where kids come for a couple weeks during the summer. They get to see their friends, they're connecting. We're working on them with social emotional skill building, not just academics and English. There's so much that goes on for these kids that to have a safe space where they can be, it's really critical. And then because of the pandemic, actually, and kudos to all of the staff, but especially the education staff, they pivoted in 2 weeks to an online model. And we've decided to maintain that model because there's so many students across the Chicagoland area that wouldn't be able to access the in-person program. And so we now have a one-to-one tutoring program that's run completely via Zoom. And these kids get the support that they need on their homework twice a week. They get to meet and build a relationship with their tutor. It's been an amazing opportunity for us as a staff to know what the real needs are of these kids. We're learning about what it is that they're struggling with in school, and we're able to then maybe set up time to meet with their teachers or attend the parent-teacher conferences. Some of our staff was doing that today. So your dollar goes far here. I can't stress that enough, that you really are strengthening the refugee and immigrant community here in the Chicago area and all of Illinois, actually, when you donate to SCN. So you can do so on our website, syriancommunitynetwork.org/donate. If you text the letters SCN to 44321, it will take you to the website. You can make a donation there. If you've donated to us before, whatever that amount was, if you're able to do more, we would really appreciate it. It means so much to us. But again, we're just so grateful for all of the support that we have received. For those of you joining us at home, we're thankful that you're here tonight, whether or not you are about to break your fast or just hanging out at your own dinner time. We really appreciate it. And we wish you a blessed evening, and thank you for being here with us. I'm going to invite Samir back up now to play us out with a song.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you so much, Samir. One more round of applause for him. He's amazing. We have one final guest for you tonight. I'm going to hand him this microphone.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmad Al-Hajj. I'm originally from Syria. I was born and raised up there. I arrived in the United States in 2015. I was one of the lucky Syrian refugees coming to the United States, 2015. So, apologize if you guys make you wait. I was stuck in traffic for 2 hours. So, drive all the way from Naperville, Illinois. So, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you for being with us. You took my whole intro, so not entirely. As you can tell, Ahmed is an open book. He has a very rich story. How old are you right now?
I'm 23. I'm going to be 24 on May 4th.
Okay. Well, happy almost birthday.
Thank you.
I got to speak with him for about an hour while we were preparing for this interview, and just the amount of stories that he told me and the richness of his life in almost 24 years is phenomenal. So I really wanted to have the opportunity to speak with him. If you want to sit, we can sit for a second. We have a lot to cover. So you have overcome so many challenges in your life, from living in Syria as an adolescent during the Civil War and the Revolution, and then having to navigate life in the United States as a teenager is really tough. I can only imagine. It's hard enough as an American teenager. So can you tell me a little bit about what it was like when you first came here?
Yeah, for sure. Yes, like I said, I arrived in 2015. Was nobody I really know. I was just there by myself, me and my family. I arrived, me and my mom, my dad, and my younger sister and my twin brother. You're not the only one who has twins. So that's what I heard on you. Yeah, it was definitely hard because I never actually thought I would learn English, first of all. And I was like, I'm not gonna get the citizenships because I don't speak English. Definitely was really hard. Definitely because it's coming from a background where it's zero English a little bit, and coming to someone who has to speak English daily and going to school every day is definitely, it's hard. Like, I don't know any word, probably just regular words. Then start going to school. I arrived when I was junior, and I back freshman in high school, and I was the older person in high school. And I went from there. My first job was a cashier, even I don't speak English. Most of the customers speak Spanish, and I look like Hispanic, so they talk to me in Spanish. They were like, hey, how are you? In Spanish. I was like, I'm sorry, man, I don't speak Spanish. So like, what do you speak? I was like, Arabic. And I was like, oh, okay. In 6 months, I started speaking English very well. My teacher and everybody was surprised, actually. I speak English very well. Definitely it's very hard, it's very challenging. You come into something, it's kind of like, you don't know what's the future look like. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know, nobody can help you and nobody can support you at all. And I was there by myself. Like, I think I was the first family in rural Illinois coming after 2011's, the revolution in Syria, was arriving in rural Illinois. So it was definitely hard. Like, dealing with a lot of stuff, mentally, physically. I have to go on a bicycle for 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get stuff. I don't have a car, I don't have nothing. So definitely it was really hard, for sure.
Yeah, and clearly you worked super hard to learn English too, because that is not an easy language to learn. I've learned a little bit of Arabic, but I would say English is harder.
I don't think so.
No, okay, well, I guess not. I guess I just had a hard time
You
learning Arabic.
You guys always say that.
There's a lot of exceptions to the rule in English. So you actually have a really interesting background in that you were featured in a New York Times article. And the reporter came and interviewed you and your family pretty soon after you came to the U.S. But in our conversation, you were talking about the perceptions of refugees by Americans and how that impacted you. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Can you repeat?
Yeah, like, so you were telling me how the general American public perceives refugees, especially from Syria, not always in a positive way. Do you want to talk about that? Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Definitely. Every time I meet someone, they look to my hands. I have, it say, Free Syria up there. I've been having it for like over 7 years in my hand. Definitely when they looked at my hand, I was like, oh, you're Syrian, huh? I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, oh, you're coming from the bomb, huh? I was like, yeah, for sure, yeah. All the time when I introduce myself to people or whatever, we just start with what's going on in Syria. Always. I try to change the subject, but they come back to it no matter what. Even like they don't have any educate about what's going on or why I'm here or what the reason. Some silly questions they ask me like, why are you here? I was like, running away from the war or better education, better opportunity. And they were like, well, how it is? How's the U.S.? I was like, well, it's for sure. It's better opportunities. It's my second house over here, and absolutely have to run where I have to succeed. So definitely, I don't want to say 100%. For sure, 50-50. Sometimes I got negative questions for sure. Negative look. People see me different, treat me different, or taking advantage of my kindness because, you know, everybody know outside the United States, some people very kind, very welcoming, very giving. They're not looking for anything to get back or anything. And I'm a type of person who's really nice to everybody. If you approach me to ask me for some things, definitely I'm gonna help you no matter what. Sometimes here in the US, you can't really do that. You really can't do that. You have to be that guy who always give attitude. You can't just be nice to everybody. I learned that from my mistakes, multiple mistakes. Friendships, friends from work, from everywhere, in the street, anywhere you can find that. So definitely it's not easy. It's not really easy to kind of live. You are different persons a little bit mentally, and living with someone who keep judging you, whatever. It's really hard, but guess what? I really don't care.
You just have to do it, right?
Definitely. I mean, it's my life.
Yeah.
I'm a type of person, I like to be different no matter what. My jobs, my work, everything, I have to do a difference. And nothing wrong to be different, for sure. Nothing wrong to be different. So, yeah.
Well, it sounds like you came across a lot of cultural differences between how you approach people in Syria versus here and having to navigate those differences. Going back to that, what do you wish that people knew about refugees?
I just want to say, every refugee coming to the United States, not just Syrians, Iraqi, Afghani, everybody who come to the United States, or not refugee, even immigrants, let's say, they come into this country hungry, not hungry for food, now hungry to work, to have a job. Everybody have a goal. Like, for example, when I come to here, I had a goal. I have to learn English first, and then I have to buy a car. I have to this and that, and everybody have a goal. It's a lot of opportunity here in the United States, for sure, and it's to everybody. And when people come here, they want to get that somehow. They hustle. They do everything they can to get that, for sure. So it's tough, but they have to do it no matter what. So refugee over here, they can do good jobs, and most of the people who are actually coming from outside the United States to over here, I see them. They're really doing good jobs. They have a company, they have a business, they have a lot of stuff, and they're giving a job to American people, to be honest. So I don't think, I don't think it's a big, like, it's kind of like we have to see them difference because they are refugee.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, you have to help them, support them. I was like, oh, you are from Syria, huh? Oh, good job. So like, oh, you made it coming to the United States. Because you don't know what happens to those people, and you don't know how much time they offered themselves to be here.
Yep, definitely.
I wait over 3 years in Jordan before I came to the United States. I was working in a restaurant. I was opening it. I was 13 years old. I opened the store and closed it by myself. The owner come, give me the bread, whatever, and go. And I have to run it by myself. When I was 13 years old, even I'm not allowed to work, but I was doing it.
Yeah.
Because in Jordan, okay, it's a beautiful country, whatever, but it was no rule for refugee, nothing, no opportunity, nothing. Even that, there it's, when they see you as Syrians, oh, this guy, we're gonna get him a cheap. Okay, well, we're not gonna give him the whole price, but we'll give him less. Because he's Syrian, he doesn't have paper, he doesn't have this and this and that. And that's why I was like, I can't stay here, I gotta go.
Yeah, I think most people probably don't know this, but the amount of time that across the board for refugees of all populations, the amount of time someone waits in a camp before they're resettled is 18 years. So 3 years is still a very long time, especially to a 13-year-old. But that's, I mean, a whole child's life in the U.S. So
and that's why I'm writing a book.
Yes.
It's called The War Killed My Childhood, because it really killed it. Because I don't live as a child. I was living as someone who has, responsibly have to work, have to bring money homes. Because me and my twin brothers, the only people were working. My dad a little bit older, he can't really work. He have an injury in his leg, so he can't work. The only two people, me and my twin brother, have to work. And the rest of my siblings, all of them are married, all of them have kids, so they are busy with their life. And yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on you. And I'm sure as you learned English, you probably had to do a lot of interpretation for your parents as well.
Oh yeah. You remember with some things. Definitely, for sure. I mean, every times we gotta go, like hospital, whatever, I have to be there with them. Like even sometimes, you know, like words it doesn't actually match with English.
Right. Yep.
So my mom will tell like, hey, told him this, and I was like, Mom, I don't know what that mean. So like I can't really say it, and my mom like really got mad at me or whatever, and I was like, Mom, I can't really say that. I don't know. So even my mom, she do actually write or read in English, probably better than me,
Wow.
to be honest.
Well, good for her.
But she can't really speak. My dad, kind of like, you know, mix Arabic and English together, and I think he can understand for sure.
Good. That's
he
great.
can understand.
He gets by. Well, I'm sure it was a lot of pressure as a 17-year-old for you to do all of those things. We need to wrap up because I think it's about time to break fast. But I had one last question for you. You recently became a citizen. Can you tell me a little bit about what that means to you?
Oh, for sure. Actually, I wait over 7 years to get my citizenships. Even I'm allowed to have it after 5 years. Well, before I apply, actually, I was for my citizenships. The COVID happens, and so the process takes a little bit longer. I applied in July till my paperwork went to over there till like December, and then it took over like a year to like kind of process and stuff. So for sure, it took a little bit long how they usually go, but I accept it. I mean, I'm final citizens, so I can go wherever I want to go at, because I do actually have two sisters in Netherlands. I do have a sister in Egypt, and I have a sister in Syria. And I have some cousin. Most of my mom's family is in Europe. And to be a citizen, for sure, part of the community, American community, for sure, it's a part of, like, it gives you that, like, oh yeah, like you are existent in here in America. You're really doing something. And for sure, I mean, I can vote finally, because I mean, what happened a couple years ago was really funny. So I really want to enjoy that and see where it go, for sure. And I do have actually multiple goals, like go visit multiple places, doing some stuff in my life for like business or something. So I need the passport to move around for sure. So without a passport, I can't really go nowhere. I think my Syrian passport has expired since 2017, so I can't really go nowhere. Even that, like, I can't really renew it, I guess, because I don't pay the payment for the draft army in Syria. So I really, like, it's going to take a lot of process. It's not going to be easy for me to renew the Syrian people. Even where are going to take me? To Sudan? Where are going to take me, the Syrian passport? It's not going to take me nowhere, because nobody going to welcome me. Even right now, I'm going to tell you this. My Syrian passport, my American passport right now, it does actually say I was born in Syria. And I promise you, every country I'm going to go to, they're going to ask me a question about Syria. No matter what, they're going to ask me about how. I wish it was not there. It's not because, like, I hate my country. No, it's not that. It's going to cause a problem for me, because I was Syria or whatever. Like, my twin brother was in Turkey and coming back couple months ago. And at the airport, like, oh, you've been in Syria? You went to Syria? I was like, no, I was in Turkey. Like, what are you doing in Turkey? Whatever. Long process. It's going to take till, like, they see you are Syrians. It's tough. Say you're, like, different countries, but don't say Syrians, because Syrian people really have a hard time to deal with a lot of stuff. Document a lot of stuff, so they can't really do it.
Well, I hope that you are able to travel and see your family, and it's not a burden on you in the airports especially. But it sounds like, for the most part, becoming a citizen is a really exciting thing for you. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. We are about to close out, so I just want to thank everyone again for being here tonight. For those of us joining on the live stream, thank you for coming. Again, a big round of applause to everyone here who recently gained their citizenship. We're so excited for you. Your donations to Syrian Community Network go to support our programs, our case management, our immigration legal services, our education programs. So if you can make a donation tonight, please do so. You can do so on our website, www.syriancommunitynetwork.org/donate. You can text the letters SCN to 44321, and that will also take you to the website. Thank you so much, and have a blessed evening.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. For all of you who are here in person, we do have food in the back. We have dates if you'd like to break your fast with that. And for the staff, if you can, we are going to take a photo together really quickly.